You can even see through some of the holes in the walls. We closed last week on that flip property that we did the video on. We closed this past Friday, wrapped everything up. It took a couple days for the guy to get all of his stuff out, you know, get what he was wanting to take out, get out of there, because we told him that he could leave it in an as-is condition. So he got everything out. Yesterday, the guys went and they cleaned out the property, all the debris and trash that they had to get rid of, both inside the property, outside the property. And so now it's just a clean slate. Move on to the next step and start scheduling the next contractors. So we're on our way to check it out. May have pulled something right there. So this is it. Let's go check it out, see what all we need to do, see who we need to schedule first. All right, so we're here and I wanted to go over some of the things that we're gonna work on. House needs a ton of work. We got it for a good price, but it does need a ton of work. So some of the things that we're gonna do is we gotta start with the foundation, right? Unfortunately, the guy we bought the house from, he did leave his pups. So if you hear them barking, we are trying to get somebody to come and take care of them, and so they're not here and they're taken care of. But the first thing has gotta be the foundation. You don't want to start fixing walls, drywall and all that, and then fix the foundation. Otherwise, you're gonna have more problems with cracking and things like that. So you have to start with the foundation, make sure it gets level, right? After you do the foundation, you're gonna come through, we're gonna demo the kitchen, we're gonna demo some of the walls. They had an old stove that they actually installed in the wall, and then when they removed it, there's a hole. So we're gonna work on the foundation, we're gonna demo the kitchen, demo the bathrooms. We're also gonna get the exterior finished with new brick because some of the brick is missing from a previous repair. So we have to start with the basics first. Watch right there, you might fall. Start with the basics first, and then you get into all the pretty stuff. So the pretty stuff is what you would call easy, right? Floors, paint, drywall, but you have to make sure that the important stuff is done structurally before you get into all the rest of it. And then the bathroom in here is really gonna be the bathtub. These are both cast iron bathtubs. So, you know, they're super solid. They'll last forever, basically. And so that'll be the only thing that's left in them. One thing that is great about this property is we paid a plumber to scope the lines underneath the house, so the drain lines. Because what happens sometimes is when you have foundation issues, your drain lines will break and they'll collapse, and then you'll have issues in the future. So we actually paid someone to come in with a camera and scope out the drain lines. They're in really good shape. And so that's a plus, you know, that's something that we don't have to worry about, you know, replacing and getting into the floor and into the concrete. So this is a couple of the other bedrooms. Obviously, we're gonna take up the carpet, we're gonna paint, we're gonna do new light fixtures in every room. So yeah, needs a lot of work, But stay tuned. Follow our page on all the different social platforms. You'll see this renovation take place. We just want to share. We know a lot of people have a lot of questions about flipping houses. How does it work? Is it really profitable? You know, what are the hiccups? What are the mistakes? And we're going to share all of it with you. If we make a mistake, we'll share it with you guys. So follow along and you'll be able to see the process. You can even see through some of the holes in the walls.